Well, from United today, we have Andre Torin, and you've got a lot of things to talk about today. Welcome, sir. I know that you are on the Governing Documents Review Committee, am I right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. This year I'm the chair of the Governing Review Committee. First, I would like to say good morning, Laguna Woods. Hope you have a happy day today, and I'm sure you will have that one when you're active in life in this community, great community. Currently, just yesterday we had a Governing Document Review Committee meeting. We were talking about several issues here. The first issue would be the election rule. Senate Bill 323 has changed certain rules that we have to follow. Turn out it's not a perfect rule, but it's a good start that we can make some changes. We have to follow certain rules instead of do whatever you want. To the residents concerned, the most important thing would be the qualification of candidates. The Senate Bill 323 has lessened a lot of qualifications to allow people to join the volunteer work and help the residents.
Okay.
In the past, there was too many rules and the volunteers are not discouraged, but now the rules are lessened. However, we'll talk about that. The first rule is that you have to be a member of the community association for over a year.
Okay.
Okay, that's the rule that they require. The reason being that if you don't have any experience, just jumping in, you may lead the community to the wrong direction.
Okay, is that a new rule or is that an existing rule?
That's the rule we've been having back and forth talking about 6 months, 10 months, but now the Senate rule has make it 1 year.
Okay.
So the second thing would be you cannot have your spouse or significant others on the same board at the same time.
Okay, that makes sense.
We had this conflict of interest. In the past, there were situations that association was monopolized by a couple or two couples, 4 members, 2 members in that. They dominate the direction of the community. And residents are not happy with that. So that's the rule, and you cannot have the same. Let's put it this way: if there's only for every membership, there is only 1 vote.
Okay.
So each household has 1 vote.
Right.
Okay. And for every membership, there is only 1 representative on the board.
Okay.
But you can be on different board. We talked about it. You can be on United. You can be on GRF. You can be on VMS.
Okay.
The couples can be on different boards.
So that's
but only 1 board members. So it won't allow them to monopolize the statement and the decision-making process. And of course, there's rules of if you have a conflict of interest, you need to reveal it. You cannot just say, okay, hide it. If you hide it, it will be disqualified.
That makes sense.
And you have to be current with your assessment payment.
Okay.
Okay. We cannot set up a bad example. Board members not current with the assessment.
For sure.
So that's one big issue. And also, you cannot have a criminal criminal conviction. The reason for that is for some criminal convictions, insurance refused to issue liability insurance.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So the board doesn't have that insurance anymore. If they make decisions, they got sued. All the board members will be liable and will be responsible for the lawsuit. So in order to protect the whole board, some certain convictions are not allowed to be applied for. So in the future, you will see us, are you a felony or not? Doesn't mean all the felony, doesn't mean all the convictions will be excluded. But those felonies that prevent us from receiving liability called fidelity bond coverage will not be allowed.
Okay.
You may ask me, what is the fidelity bond coverage?
Yes, what is it?
Yeah, good question.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know.
Okay.
This is an insurance question. This is a legal question. But you are liable to check Mark, and so we can check whether you will cause in the board to lose fidelity coverage or not. Okay?
All right,
I'm
that
sorry,
makes
I
sense.
really don't know the details of that. I'm just a board member.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not a specialist in that. So these are the issues that will affect you. There are other issues that about how to conduct the election process. You know, how many days ago you need to send out the notice. What are the information you need to send out? What are the information that candidate need to fill in? Those are, if you are interested, we will fill in on that. We're not going to waste your time here.
Okay.
So
Sounds
that's
good.
the election rules that we talk about. And we also talk about secret ballot rule that's enacted in 2006, how it will affect us. We are all following that now. We have a staff that's helping us making those things happen. And as far as a guide to operating rules, right now we have a concern that residents cannot find the information they want. They are all there. We broadcast them all the time, but it's just because there are too many of them. So we are trying to establish a guide to our operating rules.
Okay.
That which help us help the resident to find. For example, just imagine you go out, you go to our website. You say, I want to know all the operating rules of the United States. Okay, you click it, you open it up, you click, that says our governing document, the operating rules. You say, hey, I want to know about the sales documentations, any kind of sales requirement that I need to abide by in order to get, I should know about that. So you click the sales, and sales outcome, a lot of operating rules that relate to sales, and then you click if there's something like, you know, what are the leasing rules and all those things. So you click them, and then they will provide you the whole list of operating rules related to sales, and then you click them, they will give you some brief descriptions to say, this is a
So more of a quick reference guide.
Yes.
Okay.
Good idea. Maybe we should just say quick reference.
All right, there you go.
And so you get all those information. With those information, then you start saying, this is the operating rule that maybe relate to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you can
click
dive
that.
deeper.
Now it will give you the whole resolution, so let you know what's going on there. The
Sounds good.
side.
Yeah. Good idea.
And we also talked about another issue is about the governing, the agreement.
Bank loan recognition agreement.
Recognition agreement. We are revising a little bit, so make sure that the restrictions to the banks will be acceptable, and we will to us and to them, and make the process much easier.
Okay.
So that's the basic rule that we talked about yesterday, and we also talked about governing document. We collected quite a few governing document best practices, and we won't talk about it. Through this process, we hope we'll summarize all the resolutions and identify the issues related to them. Some of them are already obsolete and need to be removed. Some of them should be combined. Some of them need to be split apart. So we will, following up, in case we get bored, we'll work on those things.
Okay. Very
Just
good.
kidding.
A lot there. Good overview. And, you know, the reference guide there is, you know, from the state. I guess anybody could probably get one of these. Just
anybody can ask for that.
Make sure if you go online or you want to order one of these for yourself, you get the one for California.
Right.
Because I'm sure there's one for every.
Yes.
And like if you go on Amazon or something, make sure it's California's.
Yeah, and we would love to have residents get into this one and help us out and work together, make this community the best active community we can have.
All right, Andre, I want to thank you for coming on today. And I know Andre always says if you want to get a hold of him, Andre Toren at AOL.com, right?
Right.
Very good. We'll be right back. So that's it.